No, I'm okay.
Okay, look, it could be as easy as you open the door.
Why do I need to open the door?
Because I do need to speak with you.
But I'm speaking with you.
Huh?
But I'm speaking with you.
Okay, but I need you to open the door so you can come out and speak.
I'm right here.
Okay, can you do that for me?
No, I'm okay right here, thank you.
I can't hear you.
I'm okay right here, thank you.
Okay, we do need to talk.
But I feel safer on this side.
Huh?
I feel safer on this side.
You don't feel safe with us out here, or?
I don't feel safe with her right there.
Okay.
I got nightmares in my head, I fear. Thoughts build up until I can't feel. My mind fills up into a creature, and it haunts me somewhere much deeper. I got nightmares in my head, I fear.
Hello and welcome to True Crime Rocket Science, the most authentic voice in true crime. Well, I have a few questions. Certainly this information, this video seems to change everything. The family haven't disclosed it. It potentially changes everything. And we can also clearly hear that Alison sounds afraid of her mother and also that her father's trying to protect her.
I'm staying out of it. I'm just
she's 15. Do you make the decisions or she does?
You guys told me last time that she's
You answered
14
my question.
and she made it's her decision. That's what you guys told me last time.
She's not like.
You guys told me that when she's 14 she can make a decision last time. That's what you guys told me last time.
So are you gonna open the door so daughter could come out or no? Just answer my question.
I'm doing what I'm doing. I'm assisting with the matter.
Well, assisting will be.
If you read on the thing, I am assisting with the matter. I'm telling her to go. Allison, you need to go.
Okay,
I'm not going.
You need to go.
How many times do I have to tell you I'm not going? She abused me. She hurt me.
Can you open the door?
No, I don't feel safe with her around.
I was advised that, look, I'm assisting and I am assisting.
Okay. Can you open the door and maybe we could talk to her and have her get in the car?
No.
She doesn't want to. I cannot force her. I don't know what else to do.
Call your attorney, have a put your attorney on the phone.
My attorney right now, she's in court right now.
Before we get to the rest of this analysis, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, please do. If you are finding this analysis worthwhile, please like, share, leave a comment. You can also hit the thanks button and let's get started. So there are three things that I think we need to pay a bit more attention to. The one is timeline. Now, adding credence to this idea of a frightened girl running away from home is that the bike ride to her aunt's home should have taken about 20 minutes. It's just a 3.5 mile route. She left at 5:32 p.m., but more than 50 minutes later, she was still cycling around. More than twice the amount of time that it should have taken her to get there. She was actually still riding around on her bike. So although mother said she was going to her aunt, she doesn't seem to have the intention of going to her aunt, certainly not directly anyway. That then brings up the family dynamic, the second area. Now, Alison took her bike from her dad's house and rode down the driveway, headed towards her aunt's house in San Gabriel, and never made it there. That is Annie's statement. That's what Annie said. And that already gives you a clue to what was going on even before this video. I wrote the script before actually watching this video. And so she took her bike from her dad's house. This statement suggests that Alison was staying at her dad's house and that her mother was somewhere else. And so now it is quite obvious that there's some kind of family strife going on. The parents seem to have split up. They seem to be separated. It's also possible that when her mother returned from work, assuming she does work in the day, perhaps she came to collect Alison. That is when Alison left. And he also said, it was really hard to comprehend. I don't think your mind can understand what's happening in that moment. It's been a lot of sleepless nights. Now, the word comprehend in this instance seems something of a contrived word to use. It's a little bit of a distancing word. It's as if there is some intrigue that Annie is aware of. The article goes on to note, at the time she was wearing a purple t-shirt, black shorts and dark shoes. Alison was riding a blue mountain bike and carrying a black backpack. And I think she was also wearing a black face mask. Now, Alison's clothing, especially what appears to be a bulky black backpack, you'd think if she was just going for the night, it would just be something like pajamas or a toothbrush or something. Not a lot of take really a lot on a bicycle for an overnight stay, but it appears to be filled with quite a lot. It seems like she's taken quite a lot with her, and that would be another area to look into. What personal items are missing from her room? Does she have her phone? Did she take her phone with her? Has she used it? The video posted seems to come from Alison's phone and appears to have been released in the last 24 hours. I'll put a link to the full video in the description. And that brings us to the third thing. Who seems to be missing from the story? Well, Alison's friends, but also her father. And that brings us to the third aspect, Dad's silence. Now, Annie told ABC7, it's been very chaotic. It sounds crazy, but we don't have a play-by-play for this kind of stuff. What do you do? Well, I find this kind of weird. It's a very casual way of talking about something like this, unless Annie has an inkling of what's really going on. Referring to someone disappearing and then we don't have a play-by-play for dealing with this. It seems like a game. It seems like a contained situation, and I think it is. In terms, if it is a custody situation, then there is a play-by-play. There is a tit-for-tat thing that is kind of taking place. She also makes this reference to this kind of stuff, which I think is also another admission in a way that she knows actually kind of what's going on. She says, as a parent, you're making flyers, you're contacting the news. We were out driving around to anyone that was open, posting up flyers. We reached out to the community. All of this seems to be, on the one hand, it's a parent who's concerned about her child, but on the other hand, it's a kind of pressure that's been put on perhaps someone else, someone specific, but also perhaps onto Alison herself. She says, the community has really come together to help me look for my little girl. Annie recalled a McDonald's worker who called off work and drove about the city at 1 a.m. after the story hit home for him. He drove around at 1 in the morning looking for her with me, Annie said through tears. Okay, but what about the girl's father? Is there some sort of custody situation going on in the background? As I say, I wrote the script before actually watching this video. Because we don't even know who he is. Or perhaps there's a boyfriend situation, Alison's not allowed to see someone she likes, or perhaps a custody and boyfriend situation. So the good news is, if this development holds water, Alison is likely alive and safe, or relatively safe, compared to the alternative. What happens next, I suspect, will happen very soon. Thank you for listening, and I'll see you guys next time.